Peace, everybody. What's good? It's our boy George Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to New Media Today USA. Let's go. Now, as you know, you know I'm a diehard Buckaroo fan, man. The Buccaneers, Buckaroos. You know what I mean? You see it right here, man. I ain't got the hat on right now, but you know what I mean. You feel me? Tommy Gunn did his thing, man. Tommy Gunn, we showed up yesterday against Washington Redskins. I was supposed to shoot this video last night. The day Sunday, January 10th. I was supposed to shoot this video last night. But I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit faded, a little tipsy, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to shoot a video tipsy and faded. But for my Buckaroo fans, you know, my name is Malachi, George Malachi Williams. I am from Tampa. I'm from West Tampa. I was baptized in the Bay, but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, let's go over some stats. Now, overall, I think we did real well. I really loved the game yesterday. I loved the way Tommy Gunn looked and our offensive line looked. But I did take some notes. You know me, I got my pad. So, couple things. We're going to talk about the good and the bad. Now, we know we play the New Orleans Saints next week because New Orleans Saints just beat Chicago Bears 21-9. We got some things we're going to have to clean up because the Saints blowed us out twice. First game they beat us, I think, what was the score? The Saints beat us the first time in week 1, 34-23. And in week 9, they blowed us out 38-3. Now, we have been playing a lot better since then. I'm not going to lie. We seem like we kind of hot. We're on a roll right now. We don't beat sub 500 teams this year. I think we like 10-0 against the scrubs. So when we run across some scrubs, we put MC Hammer on their ass. You see what I'm saying? That's facts. So we've been doing that this year. But the Saints have been our Achilles heel. But I'm going to address that at the end of this video. Now, let's look at some stats. This is what impressed me about the Bucs yesterday. The running game. Leonard Fournette ran hard as hell. You see what I'm saying? That boy ran hard as hell. It seemed like he was converting first downs. He was not, he was breaking tackles, meaning the first contact hit him, wasn't going to bring him down. After the first contact, Leonard Fournette kept going. If you watch that game, man, then look at the replays, I'm telling you, man, Leonard Fournette was converting some key first downs, and he was extending drives for us. That's one good thing. Love it. Now, the only way the running back going to be able to run the way he's running, it has to be what? The O-line. The O-line did a damn good job, not only in run blocking, but in pass blocking. Pass protection, they did well because all week, what do we hear? Chase Daniels, the Washington front four, their defense is phenomenal. Tampa has struggled against defenses like Washington all year long, and the Saints beat them. They got a defense like Washington, and yada, 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 yada. What happened? Tom Brady seemed like he had all day to throw the ball. You see what I'm saying? But what I did like about what the Bucs did, it did seem like that Brian Leftwich, he did switch up some of his play calling. He started hitting screens, sweeps, reverses. He mixed it up a little bit. Stuff that we really wasn't doing none in the year. He really kind of switched it up a little bit. Kind of reminded me of the New Orleans Saints. Misdirection passes, stuff like that. So I really, really like the play calling overall. Now let's see. Mike Evans had a monster game. Mike Evans, he did good. Let's look at some stats. Mike Evans had 119 yards receiving. He didn't get any touchdowns, but he had 119 yards receiving. Now, you know Mike Evans is hurt. He's really not playing at 100%. He's banged up, and he still had 119 yards receiving. Tom Brady had 381 yards passing. You see what I'm saying? And he had 0 interceptions. That's great. Cameron Brate, that's another guy. Cameron Brate in the second half, he made some crucial catches for us. Listen, man, Cameron Brate, man, he came through for us. He really hasn't been targeted none this year, right? Gronk didn't get any. I think Gronk might have got one pass targeted to him in the end zone. He was pushed out of bounds. But Gronk didn't really get any passes thrown to him. He was mostly in there for blocking. Gronk did an excellent job blocking. That's not going to show up on the stats, but Gronk did a damn good job blocking, keeping Tom Brady clean with the rest of the O-line. Let's talk about those 2 tackles we have. I forgot the rookie. I forgot the name of the rookie, so forgive me, guys. I got my microphone right here. I should have been more prepared, but I forgot the name of the rookie. I love that guy. He did damn good at the right tackle spot. And then, of course, Donovan Smith did damn good. Donovan Smith used to be kind of like a mediocre left tackle to me, but he's been stepping his game up lately. And, of course, Ali Marpet and what's my guy name? He got hurt in the game. The center, I think the center got hurt. No, one of our guards got hurt in the game, man, and he had to leave out. I forgot his name. He's one of my favorite ones. He plays very, very tough. But anyways, the other guy came in and blocked for him real well. So the O-line really did well overall. Tom Brady did get sacked 3 times, but hey, I take 3 times, no interceptions, and no fumbles from a quarterback all day. Okay, now Cameron Brate did good. Now, Chris Godwin did. He did. Chris Godwin, he had 79 yards and 1 touchdown. To me, he played terrible because in the second half he dropped so many passes in the second half. I mean, these were first down converting passes he was dropping. Key passing that we had to keep punting the ball, and Brady kept going to him, but he kept dropping them in the second half. I don't know what was wrong with him. But that's when Cameron Brate stepped up. He kind of went away from Chris Godwin, and he started hitting Cameron Brate. And Brate picked up the slack. And Brate made some tough catches. Like he had catches, he was making catches when players was on him. You see what I'm saying? Antonio's when I call him. Antonio Brown, he had one pass. He had 2 passes to him the whole game, 2 catches. And he had a touchdown. That first touchdown when we went up 7-0, he was wide open. So I wish Antonio Brown would have got the ball more in the game. I don't know why Brady didn't go more to him. I would have to look at some of the footage and go back and see, was he covered or Brady was just hitting whoever was open. Maybe Brown wasn't open. I kind of doubt that, but I don't know. I don't know why he didn't hit Brown even more. So time of possession, we had the ball 31 minutes and 12 seconds. Washington had the ball 28 minutes and 48 seconds. So it was pretty much a balanced game. Now, Fournette, like I say, Fournette ran hard. He had 19 rushes for 93 yards. Antonio Brown had 1 rush for 22 yards. And Kevin Vaughn, the rookie, had 5 rushes for 21 yards. And he had a fumble. So I noticed once he fumbled the ball, our coach, I forgot our coach's name. Well, he pulled him out of the game. I'm going blank right now, guys, so please forgive me. But our coach put him out of the game. Coach for Tampa Bay pulled him out of the game. He sat on the bench. He was highly upset. Now, in his defense, in Vaughn's defense, he made a good run. But the defender, right before he went to the ground, the defender punched the ball out of his hand. He had the ball tight. The ball wasn't moving around anything. It was just a great play on the defense, and that's what happened. So, things like that happen, and I think Washington went down and scored on that play. But hey, it is what it is. Now, let's look at some of the things I didn't like. So Washington did have a total of 375 yards in that game. Tampa Bay had a total of 500. I think we had a total of 507 yards. So we had a pretty good game. Yeah, a total of 507 yards according to my notes. So we did well. Our stats. We know the first quarter we scored 9 points. We missed the extra point. And then we scored another 9 points in the second quarter. We missed a 2-point conversion. And then third quarter we got shut out. So that's not good. We can't have a quarter where we don't score. You see what I'm saying? So, we settled for too many field goals when we should have got touchdowns. But hey, the other team get played also. And then in the fourth quarter we kind of pulled away from it. So this was a tight game, man. Washington was a formidable foe. What made the game close was Washington's quarterback, Heineke. He had 306 yards passing. But, man, every time it seemed like we had him in the backfield to sack him, he kept getting away. I had no idea this guy was this elusive. I didn't do any scouting on him at all, to be honest with you. I didn't even know he was going to play. I thought Alex Smith was going to play. But this dude, Heineke, is the real deal, man. This dude was our kryptonite. It seemed like every time JPP I have him sacked, or Shaq I have him, or Adamika Suh I have him, or whatever. Oh, the name of our coach is Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians snatched the rookie out of the game, K. Vaughn out of the game because he fumbled. But it seemed like every time we had him, you see what I'm saying? It seemed like every time we had this guy, sorry about that, guys. It seemed like every time we had this guy, let me go ahead and break this up. It seemed like every time we had this guy, you know what I mean? The quarterback could just scramble. Like that one play where it seemed like we had him, and then he ran for the first down, and then he ran all the way down the sideline and dived to the pylon. That guy is the truth. You see what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, I hope this Washington don't send us in. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I was confident during the game. I was real nervous. I was worried because I'm going to tell you why I was worried. Tampa Bay pass rush was non-existent. We couldn't even get to the guy. And then when we did kind of have the guy, he escaped out the pocket. He made plays with his legs and his arms. He'll roll out, run, and then throw passes and have wide receivers wide open. And then, so we couldn't get to him. So the D-line didn't do well at all. We did do good against the run, though. But pass protection, pass rush was non-existent with this guy. But the secondary was terrible. Oh, my God. Listen, I I was pulling hairs, pulling teeth watching this secondary. This secondary was terrible, man. It seemed like wide receivers was wide open. We was playing this garbage-ass soft zone. I don't know why Todd Bowles played his zone defense. It seemed like our corners and safeties was terrible. Our secondary is terrible, bro. It's so frustrating to me because Washington was putting together long drives, and it seemed like we couldn't get off the field. You see what I'm saying? And but in our defense, the offense, when we went on the field, the offense did put together good long drives also. So that O-line, man, if it's one thing I can point out that give us credit, that I can give credit to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it was that O-line. Because I don't care how great a throw Tom Brady did during this game, or when he was climbing the pocket. I like in the fourth quarter, I think it was the fourth quarter, where he slid it looked like he was going to get sacked by Chase Daniels, but he slid to the left of the pocket. He looked to the left, and then he turned around, stepped up in the pocket, and looked right and threw it to Mike Evans. Now, Mike Evans had three guys kind of like in his area from Washington, but he jumped up and caught that pass and fell down. He didn't get any touchdowns, but every catch Mike Evans caught, man, was crucial plays, crucial catches, that extended drives. I'm telling you, man, Mike Evans is a beast, and he wasn't even 100%. So, but that secondary, man, tell me what do you think? That secondary is terrible, man. We got to play a lot better because Chris Godwin, these are the three things that really stood out to me that pissed me off. Chris Godwin dropped too many passes. He dropped 4, I think, in the second half. Antonio Brown only had 2 passes thrown to him. That was it. And the O-line, they blocked their ass off. The O-line blocked their ass off, man. Listen, man, I haven't seen this O-line. This O-line been blocking like crazy lately, right? So now, this is what we have to do. We play the Saints next week, right? We play in New Orleans. The bad news is the Saints don't beat us twice already. Like again, week 1 they beat us 34-23. Week 2 they beat us. No, week 9 they beat us 38-3. They dominated us. So the Saints are going to come in. Hey, this is the same old boss. We're going to beat them. We're going to the NFC Championship. Not so fast. You're going to have to beat us for the 3rd time. Now I'm anxious to see what kind of adjustments the coaches make. The Saints are going to play the same they always play. They're going to play. They play fast on turf. They play fast everywhere. We know they got Kamara. He's a beast. We can't stop Thomas. We can't stop any of their wide receivers. They have excellent wide receivers that get open, and our D-line cannot get to Drew Brees at all. So we're going to have a long day against that secondary. I have no idea what kind of play calling the coaches Todd Bowles is going to set up to stop the Saints. The Saints seem like they are kryptonite this year. I hate the Saints. If you are a New Orleans Saints fan, I hate your team. Period. You know why I hate you? Because you always beat us. You see what I'm saying? I don't like teams who beat the Bucs. I don't like nobody in my division. I hate the Saints. I hate Atlanta Falcons. I hate Carolina Panthers. But I definitely hate the Saints this year. Now, we would beat y'all. I wouldn't hate y'all. But since y'all been beating our ass, I hate y'all. But I'm keeping it real. I hate y'all. But anyways, from a matchup standpoint, offensively, we have a good offense, but it seems like the Saints defense is able to shut our offense down, and it seems like our defense is not able to shut the Saints offense down. So it seems like it may be a long day for us. But what happened in the regular season doesn't matter. Next week is a one-game elimination. Whoever played the best that day is going to be the one that advance and win. Now, do we have a secondary? No. Do I believe our secondary is going to be able to stop the Saints? No. So what are we going to have to do? The O-line is going to have to show up big because every time we quarterback against the Saints with Brady, they've been able to get a lot of pressure on Brady. He hasn't really had time to throw the ball, and he made crucial mistakes. He threw interceptions, especially in week 1. He threw like 2 or 3 interceptions. One was an interception return for a touchdown, and we played terrible. So my thing is this: because they beat us twice already, we've had to have learned something from those ass whoopings we got from them this year in the regular season. We had to have learned something. So the coaching staff has to come up with a game plan to stop everything the Saints would try to do to us on defense. Now, I know Lattimore says that he has Mike Evans' number. They're going to put Lattimore and Mike Evans, and Evans ain't going to be able to do nothing. Okay, but if you look at a lot of those games, there was some plays that Evans was open. You know what I mean? So I think that by this being the 3rd time, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers mentally, the team, the players, not the coaches, but the players are going to be locked in on one thing: beating New Orleans Saints ass. Remember, the Saints always get knocked out the playoffs. They always get knocked out the playoffs. They always have an awesome record, 12-4, 13-3, 14-2. They look like they're unstoppable. Then when they get in the playoffs, it's always a team that knocked their ass out. Always. So I call the Saints the best regular season team in football. They beat us twice. We owe you hoes. We owe you Saints. We owe your ass. We owe your ass. And we don't beat nobody else. We going to beat y'all ass next week. That's my prediction. I don't know what the score is going to be, but we sitting that shit ain't like good golf gas. You see what I'm saying? I'm a diehard Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, as you can see. I got the Buccaneers. I call the Buccaneers the Buckaroos. You see what I'm saying? I was baptized in the Bay. I got the game on right now watching Cleveland beat the Brace off of Pittsburgh 28-0. But that's neither here nor there. Tommy Gunn, you played good, man. Tommy Gunn, you played good. You get your flowers. You do get your flowers. I got that from my other brother who's a Buccaneer fan who got his YouTube channel. He smoking cigar. I forgot the brother's name, but we need to do something together one day. But yeah, man, overall the offense did good. The O-line did the best. Tommy Gunn made good decisions. The O-line did the best, and Fournette did good. Mike Evans did good. Those were the 3-4 standouts of the game. Defense did terrible. I can't get a defense no good score. Now we did get an interception, right? We did good. We got one interception. We should have had 3 because we dropped a couple. It hit the defenders right in the chest and in hands. They dropped them. So other than that, y'all, that's it, man. Tell me what you think. I'm celebrating right now because we won yesterday, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we won our first playoff game since 2002 when we went to the Super Bowl and won it all, as you know. So we went to the Super Bowl, that was 19 years ago. So, we went, last time we was in the playoff was 2007, and I think we got knocked out. So what we're going to have to do, guys, is we're going to have to regroup. We owe the Saints. Right now, our whole mission is to beat the New Orleans Saints' ass. They embarrassed us twice. They seem like they have our number. We're going to have to play our best football that we've ever played next week because we're coming up against a Saints team who feel like they have our number, they own us, and they're going to be shocked when we beat their ass. You see what I'm saying? Basically, defensively, we're going to have to do a whole lot better to slow Brees down. Offensively, the O-line is going to have a hell of a blocking scheme in order to stop the Saints front four because they have speed with Cam Jordan and those other guys. They are very, very fast up front. The speed of the New Orleans Saints front four defense is something else. And they know they're going to say, hey, if we put pressure on Brady, he's going to make bad throws. Brady knows this, right? He knows this. So we're going to have to do something to say, hey, you know what? They're going to think they're going to come with pressure to stop me. We're going to show them that we are a different football team than the one that they met in weeks 1 and weeks 9. Other than that, guys, tell me what you think. Please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also, man, just tell me what you think, man. Do you think we got a chance to beat the Saints? Or do you think we're going to go in like good golf gas? Me personally, I'm biased. I love the Bucs. I'm going with the Bucs. I don't think the Saints can beat us 3 times in one season. It's a possibility, but I just don't think they can do it. I think that we are going to beat them. I think that our players are going to be on a mission. And we want to beat the Saints bad because they embarrassed us. And we finally get another crack at them to beat them when it counts in the playoffs. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy George Malachi Williams, representing New Media Today USA. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the new YouTube channel. Other than that, peace.